to the ground section. Now it's separated into space and ground. So now we're just going to leave and re-queue for the ground section. So unfortunately, you won't have enough to get anything. But once you've done at least 5 STFs, you'll be able to get at least one thing. But luckily, there is a chance for enemies to drop encrypted data chips, so it's not that big of a deal. So you will get them quite quickly. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so was that the end of that STF, or at least that first part?
Nope.
That was it?
Well, for the first part, yes, but that was it. We just got to do the ground section now.
Wow. I must admit I'm a bit surprised.
And they're a lot quicker.
I'm actually a bit surprised.
Yeah, well, it's a lot easier now, and it's a lot more casual gamer friendly. But it's definitely a lot better now.
Yeah, because last time I played that, we weren't able to complete it at all.
Yeah, well, it's pretty good. So basically, now we will... That one did the voice one. So basically, now we are just going to queue up for the ground one whenever you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready to go into that now.
Okay then, I'll queue us up. Okay, so obviously the infected one is the easiest since it is the first one, but if you do the elite version, then oh, okay, yeah, I forgot. One thing they've added now is they've added a timer, so you can only do each of them once every hour. So yeah, that's just one thing to note. So if you did want to farm these, it's not possible anymore. You have to actually wait an hour. So that's a good thing to stop people from easily getting gear and stuff. But it's also a sad thing because the farmers are going to be a bit unhappy now that they're going to have to wait an hour if they want to do the same STF, because infected is the easiest and it's very easy to complete if you have a good team that's well geared. You can pretty much finish it in you can finish it in about 7 minutes. So yeah, it's pretty easy, but luckily it's not that bad. So yeah, we'll just queue up for infected ground normal then, I guess.
Yep.
I forgot to invite you. It's like, yeah, that's one sad thing. If you queue up with friends, it automatically exits you from the group. So yeah. Alright, let's queue up then. So basically, by the time we have done all the STFs, you will have at least 5 data chips. So you'll be able to get at least something. Yeah, so right now I'm using the Borg engines, which is the old ones, unfortunately, but they aren't that bad, but they aren't that great either. So hopefully I'll be able to get some new engines eventually.
Well, I do want the Borg equipment.
So, one thing about
I probably won't use it for anything. Well, I will, but it won't be any actual missions. It'll be the Foundry stuff. I use that for.
Just checking some. Okay, yeah, it's bind on pickup this stuff. Because if it wasn't, I would have given you a set, but it's bind on pickup. So oh well. One thing you can do is the encrypted data chips are actually pretty useless eventually. Like once you eventually get past a checkpoint, they're useless. You can only get stuff with tech and salvage. So yeah, so that way you can get lock boxes, you can get retro STF gear, or you can get dilithium. So you can basically get all dilithium chips, and you can get 1000 dilithium. So if you're not using them, then it's a good way to get them. You can also get duty officers for 20, which are purple, and you can also get blue rubber. You can get purple ones for 40.
Are you queued up for the ground part yet?
Yeah, I'm queued up. Yeah, I'm queued up. Let me go check the queue. Okay, we need one more person, and then we're ready to go.
Okay, there we go.
There we go.
I was just wondering because it seemed like it took longer than it did for the.
Yeah. Most people don't do infected ground, not because it's a bad mission. It's just the optional is a lot harder than the others, and I don't know. There's just something about it that makes it a bit tedious. Mainly because of the length of it. It's a lot longer than the others. The ground, well, compared to the cure. The cure can take over an hour if you have a bad team. So once we do the cure, that one will take the longest amount of time. Okay, so Captain are picking up some Borg energy signatures, but it doesn't appear they have assimilated this area. Recommend that you look for someone who may be able to tell us more. People always skip this bit, it's really annoying. So basically, there's no optional, and they skipped it, but whatever. Basically, she's just saying what's happened and how the commander has been captured and has actually been assimilated. So we're going to have to try and save him if possible. And there's also a side mission. Save all Starbase personnel. This is really difficult because eventually they will get assimilated. And if you are not fast enough, and if the Borg manage to assimilate them in time, it's tedious and difficult. That's all it is, really.
Alright. So we want to... So basically what you're saying is we want to take out the Borg really fast.
Yeah, basically you have to charge them really quickly. Right, okay, going to pop all my stuff. Okay, go near that, charge. And I'm lagging like mad for no reason. And they're not attacking the person that has been adapted, that is not helpful.
Right.
Okay, that's good. And yeah, they got assimilated. We were too slow, they weren't attacking the right people. It happens. So yeah, that's the optional already failed. It happens. There's not much you can do about it, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't care as long as we actually get the mission complete.
Yeah, and I accidentally forgot to equip my adapter. That's not good.
I think I activated my Tribble aboard back on DS9. That actually gives you a damage.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. It gives you a damage buff against Borg, and it also gives you a resistance bonus.
Yeah, I bought that just for this mission because I remembered how hard this was.
Okay, well I've already put my my buff on, so I'm going to switch back to my transform, which I completely forgot to do. Okay, and that's something that they drop all the time now. So basically, you can need them if you do need them, but they're there just basically to give you a bit of help against infection and assimilation.
Oh, you mean if the Borg get too close, they help prevent that assimilation deal?
No, the Borg have a chance to assimilate you now. The drones tend not to do it, but the higher Borg, even the basic tactical drones, actually assimilate you and turn you against your friends, and they will start attacking you. So yeah, you're gonna want to be a bit careful. One thing that I made a big mistake on is I've carried 2 of the same type of weapon. That is one thing you do not want to do, because that if you carry 2 of the same type of weapon, you are basically restricting your amount of DPS. Because if you do, then if you it's like if you have if you have the same type of weapon for both of your weapon slots, you are going to have to remodulate faster, because they're going to adapt quicker.
I can't remember if I have 2 of
type.
Oh, I can't remember if I have 2 of the Jem'Hadar deals.
Well, you're using a Jem'Hadar Polaron, right? Switch to your other weapon and I'll be able to tell. No, you're not using a phaser and a Polaron, so you're okay. So if they adapt, you can simply just switch weapons, which is something that you need to remember. So see, you've got Polaron, they've adapted to Polaron right now, so you've readapted. But one thing you can do is just simply switch weapons, and it will let you have a bit of extra DPS. And the first time that I ran through this bit, there's something that happens when you go past this door that's a bit of a bang right in the face. You'll see. I don't know if they got rid of it though, but they might have. One thing that you're going to want to do is get rid of the interlink node, which they have still included, and it will basically make the Borg invincible. You cannot kill them until that node is down.
Huh, I thought they got rid of those interlock nodes.
Yeah, so did I. But I managed to take it down, so it's no big deal. And Sean, whatever, he just got assimilated. So I'm going to try and pick him back up. Okay, got him. And okay, nothing. I guess they got rid of that then. I thought they had.
You cannot defeat us. Surrender and prepare yourselves
And they didn't get rid of it, they just basically made it to a environment thing. So there's actually a pop-up that happens with the final boss, and basically just says that you can't beat us, you'll be Borg, blah blah. So basically they changed that to a environment sound and not a cutscene. So yeah, that's good. Yeah, so basically the Infected is a really easy, simple one apart from the final boss, which is really annoying. Apart from the optional, of course, which is, yeah, it's a bit stupid, the optional. Since it's really more difficult on the Elite as well, because they will be assimilated faster and you have to have good coordination. To be honest, you can't do the optional for Infected if you have a queued up group, or a pug, as some people call them. Because if you have a pug, then you basically cannot do the optional. It's too difficult. And I just activated my Jem'Hadar Shroud abilities, you may have noticed.
Yep.
Which is pretty interesting. It's not very useful for me since I don't use stealth abilities, but whatever. Gives me a little bit extra protection. And someone left the match, which is going to make this almost impossible.
Oh, I hate that. I really hate it when they do that.
Well, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, the objective can still be done with 2 people, 4 people rather. But it's a little bit more difficult, to say the least. Hopefully someone will join in mid-session. Looks like you can do that, which is very useful.
Okay, this tactical drone really needs to die now.
Yay for Ophidian Cane. Eat my rifle. Eat it.
There we go.
Yeah. I punched him a load of times and he died. And stupid thing. Okay, right, one thing to note. We didn't destroy the interlink node and the Borg aren't invincible. So I guess they changed that, they just forgot to get rid of it for the map. So yeah. Something to remember. And I managed to incinerate that guy, that's nice. Yeah, so one thing, you can stop attacking the interlink node now, so that's nice.
And that's good, because those things are annoying. I remember doing that one, I remember doing that one mission where I had to reprogram the Borg drones and it had those interlink nodes.
Yeah, I think that, well, I don't know, either it's not working properly or they did get rid of it for the STFs at least, I'm not sure. But all I know is the Borg aren't invincible for this section.